What up, YouTube? Tim Moose here. Well, the Sundance Film Festival lineup was announced. Now, I never really been to any film festivals or anything like that, but the Sundance Film Festival is always a big deal because, frankly, there has always been lots of really great movies coming out from Sundance. Of course, most recent there was Cha Cha Real Smooth. Coda, of course, came from Sundance. The Big Sick, Whiplash. The list goes on and on. Sundance, like Promising Young Woman, came from Sundance. Lots of terrific films came out of Sundance. So, anyway, to the 29th. And I'm not going to read all the films or anything like that, but here are some. I'll leave it. I decided to leave it on link to the description below so you can check out the full list. But here are majority some of them. U.S. dramatic competition. We got something called the Chris Chug, and it's about like decades spanning exploration of a woman's life in Mississippi. Sounds interesting there. I mean, I like Eldon Enright. I thought he was a good Han Solo. It was good in that movie, Beautiful Creatures. I think the dude is a really terrific actor, so I'm glad to see him gain more recognition here because who knows we're ever gonna see him as Han Solo again. And which is actually the sister of Jacob Tremblay. So that's who, of course, from the movie Room. And this stars Lily Gladstone. That sounds interesting right there. Love a good kidnap, like a good abduction-based story. So why not? That sounds interesting. Got a movie called Magazine Dreams, which stars Jonathan Majors, who, by the way, is going to have a great year for Jonathan Majors. And this also stars Haley Bennett, Taylor Page. It's where an amateur bodybuilder struggles to find human connection as his relentless drive for recognition pushes him to the brink. That sounds really cool. Who does not love a good bodybuilding film? And let's be real, John Majors is jacked. Like, yeah, between Creed 3, I mean, this dude is like completely jacked. Let's say when King Dazzy comes out, they're gonna be in trouble. I mean, this guy looks more jacked than Thanos right now. All right, got some movie called Mutt, which could be interesting. Persian version. Got a movie called Shortcomings, which is directed by Randall Park from Fresh Out the just a national blockbuster. Now, this film stars Deborah Ryan, Ali Mackey, Sona Menzo, and follows Ben, Miko, and Alice as they navigate a range of interpersonal relationships and traversy the country in search of an ideal connection. Sounds interesting. Of course, Randall Park, you might remember her from The Office as well. I love Randall Park, so just him and I don't know if he's actually also in this, but I'll just watch it because he's the director of it. But hey, let's just be for looks like like John Krasinski's directing again here, so cool, I guess. Only Office fans will get the reference. Anywho, we also have a movie called Something Sometimes I Think About Dying, directed by Rachel Lambert. Star Wars here. And it's where like a friend likes to think about dying. It brings sensation to her quiet life. When she makes the new guy at work laugh, it leads to more. It leads to more a date, a slice of pie, a conversation, a spark. The only thing standing in her way is friend herself. Sounds interesting right there. Got a movie called The Starring Girl, which is directed by Lauren Akara, starring Eliza Scanlon, Lewis Pullman, Austin Abrams, Jimmy Simpson. And it's where like 17-year-old Jem Starling struggles with her place within her Christian fundamentalist community, but everything changes when her majestic youth pastor Owen returns to the church. Boys a couple years ago. And she also stars in this alongside Ben Platt, Jimmy Tatro, Noah Galvin, Patty Harrison. And here's what it's about. When the beloved founder of a rundown theater camp is in upstate New York, falls into a coma, The eccentric staff must band together with the founders of Crypto Bro Son to keep the camp afloat. Sounds intriguing. Obviously, Ben Platt is in this. He is a dear kid. No, Galvin's also a dear kid, so makes sense here. All right, we also got a movie called 1001, which is directed by A.B. Rockwell, starring Tanaya Taylor, and this actually sounds really intriguing here. Convince it's one last necessary crime on the path to unapologetic and free spirited. Inez kidnaps 6-year-old Terry from the foster care system, holding on to their secret and each other. Mother and son set out to reclaim their sense of home, identity, and stability in New York City. This sounds interesting. I don't know why. I mean, this I don't know. This sounds like we really intriguing to check out. So sign me up with this one. I hope we got chill soon. It's coming out literally in 3 months, so it could be interesting. Now, U.S. documentary competition, something called the Code of the End of the World. I don't know much about that. Bad Press, The Disappearance of Cher Height, Going to Mars, The Nikki Giovanni Project, Going Varsity in Marachi, Junam, Little Richard, I Am Everything, which is, of course, a documentary about Little Richard that I'm kind of interested in. Nam Ju Piak, Moon is the oldest TV. Still Small Voice, The Shroll, Victim slash Suspect, Bad Behavior, other films. Now, World Cinema Competition. We got Bad Behavior, which is directed by Alice Angler, who, by the way, I did not even know this. She's in that movie Beautiful Creature, with Alden Ehrenreich. She was also in that Ratchet series a couple years ago. Now, this film here stars Jennifer Connelly and Ben Wishart, as well as Alice, and it's about Lucy, who's a former child actor, seeks enlightenment at a retreat led by spiritual leader Elon while she navigates her own yet turbulent relationship with her stunt performer daughter. Sounds like it'd be really cool. You got Jennifer Connelly, so I'll just watch that in a heartbeat. We also got a French movie called Emilia. Got a movie called Girl. Uh, Heroic. Mama Cruz, which is from Spain. Mami Wada, which is from Nigeria. La Persera from Spain. Movie called Scrapper, which stars Harris Dickinson, who was just in Triangle Sadness. As well, like Georgie is a dreamy 12, is a dreamy girl who lives happily alone in her flat in her London flat, filling it with magic out of nowhere. Her estranged father turns up and forces her to confront reality. Sounds like it'd be really intriguing there. Got a movie called Shida, which is from Australia. A movie called Slow, Scorchy from Mexico. A movie from Belgium called When It Melts. World Cinema Documentary Competition. We got 5 season of Revolutionary, 20 Days in Mariupol, Against the Tide, The Eternal Memory, Fantastic Machine, Iron Butterflies. Is There Anybody Out There? The Longest Goodbye, Millicentando, I think that's what it's called. Pino Forte, Smoke Sienna, Sisterhood, Twice Colonized. He's coming a long way from Shameless here. All right, we also got a movie called Kim's Video, King Cole, Kokomoto City, To Live and Die and Live, not to be confused with To Live and Die in LA, This is directed by Qasim Basar, starring Ahmad Joseph, Omari Hardwick for all you Power fans, Corey Hardwick. And it's where like Muhammad returns home to Detroit to bury his stepfather and is thirst into settling his accounts. But Muhammad struggles with depression and addiction may finish him before he finishes the task. Sounds very depressing right there. But hey, I like Omari Hardwick. I mean, I'm not really much of a power watcher, but I have seen it pop up in a really cool actor here. All right, we also got a movie called The Tuba Thieves, Young Wild Free, which is directed by Tammy Lee L. Banks, starring L.G. Smith, Sanaa Lathan, Mike Epps, Sierra Capri, also from On My Block fame, where like high school senior Brandon is drowning in responsibilities when his world is turned upside down after being robbed at gunpoint by the girl of his dreams. Sounds really cool right there. Which is mostly like horror centric here. We got Birth slash Rebirth, starring Marin Ireland, where like a single mother and a childless morgue technician are bound together by their relationship to a little girl they have reanimated from the dead. Sounds uh, sounds like Reanimator, I guess. Got a movie from the Philippines called In My Mother's Skin. Okay. Now this one, I'm actually, believe it or not, out of all the films here, this one I'm more interested in. Infinity Pool. Now this is directed by Brandon Cronenberg, who's of course the son of David Cronenberg, starring Mia Goth, who was just great in both X and Pearl last year. Alexander Skarsgård. Now this I believe is supposed to be NC-17. I don't know if they changed it or not. But here's the crazy synopsis here. James and Em are enjoying an all-exclusive beach vacation when a fatal accident exposes the resort's preserves subculture of hedonistic tourism, reckless violence, and surreal horrors. That sounds cool. Coming off of Pearl X, she's also in Maxine next year. I will just watch it because of her, because I think this girl's so good. I've been a fan of her. I should probably should say this out loud because I'm in public. I've been a fan of her ever since I saw her in that movie, Nymphomaniac. Yeah, so I'll just watch this in a heartbeat because she's in it. And top of all, Brandon Cronenberg also did that little horror film a couple years ago that not really many people saw, called Possessed, I think it's called, which I thought was still to this day. I have no idea what the heck I saw, but that was really crazy. He is, of course, the son of the guy who gave us The Fly after all. So, yeah. Anyway, other films, we got a movie called On My Animal, which stars Amanda Stenberg. We're like Heather, who's an outcast teenage goalie in a small town, in a small northern town, forced for a newcomer Johnny, who's this an alluring but tormented figure skater. So it's pretty much, and of course, Heather's growing desires clash with her darkest secrets, forcing her to control the animal within. Sounds interesting right there. Amanda Stenberg, I think, is a great actress. I mean, she was great in Bodies just recent. I loved her in The Hate You Give. Cannot wait to see her in The Acolyte. So, yeah, she came a long way since Hunger Games, But anywho, all right, we also got some movie called Onyx, the Fortress, and the Talisman of Soul. I don't know much about that. It's from the USA here. Polite Society, which is from the UK. Run Rabbit Run, which stars Succession star Sarah. I thought Elizabeth Moss was supposed to be in this, but I guess like she dropped out or something like that. We're like, here's what this synopsis is. As a fertility doctor, Sarah has a firm understanding of the cycle of life. However, when she is forced to make sense of the increasingly strange behavior of her young daughter, Sarah must challenge her own belief and confront a ghost from perspective. This stars Jane Levy. Actually sounds really true right there. Really true right there. Like Shies and stars the lead girl from Blues Woman.